Today I want to teach you how you, that's right, I'm looking at you, can become the go-to leader in your niche. And that's even including this public adjusting niche. I'm going to teach you exactly how you can do it. I'm going to tell you how I was able to do it. And I'm going to give you some tips and tricks and even homework on what you need to do starting today to become the go-to leader, social media-wise, and all over the country in your niche so that you could ultimately get more leads and maybe even get some speaking gigs. Let's get right into it right now in 3, in 2, in 1. What's up, advocates? My name is Vince Perry and welcome to the Commercial Claim Show, and I am so excited about the topic that we have for you today. What's up, advocates? Welcome back to another episode of the Commercial Claim Show, which, by the way, stay tuned. We may be changing the name of this show and going at a little bit of a different angle. I'm just giving you some warnings, giving you some heads up. There might be some changes going on in the back as well. So I want you to know that there's so much more to come on this show. And whether you're a public adjuster, whether you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, or just anything at all in regards to business, leadership, mindset, and marketing, you're going to love this show. And wait until you see some of the guests that we have coming on. So I want you to subscribe to the show, especially now while it's called Commercial Claim Show, because the actual name might be changing pretty soon. And I want you to subscribe and I want you to get ready. There's going to be such great content. I'm so excited about it. I have so much knowledge that I need to just get out of this brain and share with you so that we could better each other. Okay, I'm spending a lot of money on it. I want you to reap the benefits of all the knowledge that I am gaining from coaches and from different people and just from failures and experience. And I want you to take it to the next level. So what I want to talk about today is we have had this YouTube channel now for 5 years. That's right, 5 years. We have not missed a single Content Wednesday in over 5 years. I am very proud to say that. Okay, well, what I want to teach you is how you can become an established authority, an established thought leader in your niche, okay? Now, I know I'm mainly talking to public adjusters, and public adjusters, you're looking at me, it's like, I've already done that here. How can you come in and do the same thing? Well, you can. If you look at any industry across the entire country, across any single kind of industry or whatever it is that they do, and there's always more than one thought leader, of course. There's always a lot of them. We happen to have a very particular small niche, which actually makes it much easier if you're a public adjuster and you want to get on that level, okay, of being an authority leader in this industry of public adjusting. Then I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. I'm going to give you the step-by-step process on how I was able to do it and how you can do it as well. It's really not that hard. What it really takes is consistency. It takes a lot of consistency, it takes a lot of persistence, and it takes a lot of hard work. But like anything else, it's actually worth its weight in gold. And the reason why I say that is, well, because quite frankly, I have been able to grow my firm, okay? I've been able to grow my book of business, and ultimately I've been able to grow my bank account simply by coming out with just one video every single week. Really, that's all it takes. And if you're consistent with it, you could also do it too. So the way it started for me was I was literally on a flight and I was trying to find a way, how can I establish myself as an authority leader in travel? That was my thing at the time. All I wanted to do was travel. All I wanted to do was photography, videography, and that was like my thing. Maybe I'm not going to do public adjusting anymore. Maybe I'm going to go and I'm going to switch it up, and I want to become a travel vlogger. And if you go click here. Hopefully one of the people on the team can put it in there. Go to Make It Work and Travel. I'd love for you to subscribe because I'm going to eventually start that channel again one of these days whenever we get the opportunity to start traveling again. But I want you to go ahead and check it out. It's called Make It Work and Travel. It's my wife and I, and we went on and we just started traveling like crazy. And what I did, I took the camera with me and I started to shoot everything. But instead of just shooting everything, I actually learned about it. I started to learn about composition. I went to what we call YouTube University, and I started learning composition, video editing, and lighting, and sound, and transitions, and all kinds of stuff, which is really gave me an advantage to what we're doing now. But what I want you to do is just, what I did was I just started doing that. And then I was on a flight and I read a book by Gary Vee. It's called Crushing It. You got to get this book. And what he was talking about is giving it all away for free. And I was thinking, how can I give something away for free in my travel vlog to get people to start actually following? And then it hit me, what am I doing trying to focus on a travel vlog when I've been doing public adjusting for over 10 years and consider myself an expert in it already? Why didn't I just start a YouTube channel? And that's what I did. Now, I was doing a lot of editing back then, and I didn't really want to do editing. I don't like editing. I like the finished product. You video editors out there, shout out to you guys that spend the hours upon hours upon hours editing and editing and editing. And I know most of you feel the same way that I feel. It's not about the process of editing. It's about the finished product that makes it all worthwhile. But I didn't like the editing at all. and I decided I'm going to do the YouTube channel on my own. I'm going to do it once a week to give me some time to actually think of a topic and actually edit it. But I'm not going to edit it. I'm only going to add some titles in there at the bottom. I want you to see if we could put some old school videos so you could see what it looked like in the beginning. That was all me, guys. I did all of the editing. I put all of the titles. I did it all in one shot so I wouldn't have to edit too much, but I still had to go back into Premiere Pro and add titles and so on and so forth. I did all of the editing for the thumbnails. I put all of the descriptions for the thumbnails, and then I promoted it myself on social media. I did that for almost 6 months, every single week. So that's 4 times 6. That's 24 shows. I did all of it myself until eventually I hired a marketing person whose brother was also a video editor and was able to edit my videos. And then the rest is history. I haven't edited a video in a long time. Guys, this is Vince Perry again, the Commercial Claims Advocate. I really hope that you're enjoying this content so far, because wait until you see what happens next. Stay tuned. Everybody needs an attorney on their side. So whether you're a public adjuster, a contractor, or anyone else in the insurance claims business, make sure that you have an attorney that you could rely on, that you can go to for questions whenever you need it. That guy for me for the last 12 years has been David Farber. David Farber is the owner of the Farber Law Firm, and he has been there for me from the beginning of my career until now. And I would love for him to be able to help you as well. So make sure you call him at this number here and visit his website so you can learn more about the amazing David Farber of the Farber Law Firm. But the thing is that when I started, it was zero, okay? And all I wanted to do was talk to other public adjusters. If you want to establish, step number 1, boom. If you want to establish yourself as a leader in the industry, you have to be able to educate other professionals in your industry. So if you're a marketing person, you have to educate other marketing people. If you are a police officer, you have to educate other police officers. If you're whatever it is that you do, you have to be able to educate other people. So you better have a little bit of experience so that the other people could actually learn from you. Now, it helped tremendously that I was doing this for over 10 years. Okay, and I already had enough experience that I already knew, like my first 10 videos, I already knew I was going to talk about the life of a claim, gathering documentation, appraisal process, negotiating. If you look at the first 10 videos, they're all just very basic stuff, but they are the most watched videos by far in the entire channel. Okay, and then eventually, if you're worried about running out of content, eventually it comes. Okay, and now with the launch of ChatGPT, ChatGPT and AI could help you think of some other stuff. Okay, so that's it. That's basically what you're going to do, and that's what I did. So just every single week, and I went all in on YouTube. It doesn't matter what platform you want to go in on. What matters is who you're talking to. If you want to establish yourself as a leader in your niche and in your industry, you're going to want to make sure that your ideal customer avatar is other professionals. You want to be speaking to other professionals in your industry. That's how you establish yourself, and that's how you eventually get to speaking gigs, and you get to speak at different places because you're going to be speaking to other professionals that you are doing. So if you are a public adjuster and you've been doing this for a while, then go ahead, go all in. Our industry needs more people helping other professionals anyway, okay? And you could go ahead and take my avatar, take my niche, which is other public adjusters, and just educate them. Educate them as much as you can, okay? From there, you want to just now spread it across all the content, okay? So if you're all in on Facebook, okay, take the content that you make on Facebook and spread it across TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, okay? And then I would also do YouTube, because YouTube does shorts and YouTube does different things. You're going to do that, spread it all the way across, okay? Then the next thing you're going to want to do is create some kind of content that makes yourself look that much more professional. And what I mean is a handbook, a course, a book, something like that. You start actually making this stuff. And again, we did all this without the help of ChatGPT and AI. Now you have the help that you can basically write most of it, throw it in the ChatGPT just to make it that much better. Or first throw your idea into ChatGPT, extract something decent, and then make it into your own and something nice long form, okay? By establishing yourself with something of physical value as well, not just a lead magnet. I'm talking about an actual workbook that people could actually use and they could incorporate into their daily lives, and it will actually help them. I mean, this one over here, people still tell me this is the one that we sell online, and the Public Adjuster Handbook, you go ahead and buy it for $47 digitally, and people still use that. And I'm talking experienced people that still go back to it. I actually have to go and have to update it. This is from our sales and marketing blueprint. We also have an operational one, okay? These things, when you actually have it and it actually helps the people, okay, it's going to take it that much to a whole other level where you're going to now establish even more authority because you're literally helping others. And then if you want to take on some one-on-one consulting courses, that's the third thing, okay? You start off with your content consistently, making sure that you do it. You try to produce something physical that people can take home with them and actually use for themselves. And then you want to maybe start some consulting, okay? If that's what you want to do. Now be careful. Don't make the same mistake I did, which is jump to the consulting a little too soon. Establish your firm first. Make sure you have consistent leads coming in. Have some public adjusters under you, maybe an admin or two, and let that continue to really thrive because it will ultimately grow that side of the business. If you make the same mistake I made and jump into the consulting too soon, it could make your actual firm suffer or your original service that you offer. It could actually hurt it a little bit and make it suffer. So be careful when you do that if you're going to jump into the consulting role so soon, okay? But at the end of the day, you could offer it every once in a while, maybe even for free, so that you could actually just be helping others in your industry. I think what's important is that if you're going to be successful in anything, you have to make sure that what you value and what you want for yourself, you also want in others. And if you are helping the entire industry, okay, it's ultimately going to help you as well. That's all that matters, and you have to have that number one intention. Okay, I know your number one intention is to establish authority, but if you do it on the front end of actually trying to assist other people and help other people and rise other people, it's going to take your game and everything else to a whole other level. From there, okay, now you could start doing outreach, which is what we do now. Outreach to other podcasts, outreach to other conferences, outreach to other places that you could actually get your name out across other platforms and across other industries as well. As you start doing this content, you're going to get like me, where I just feel so comfortable in front of the camera and in front of a crowd and with a microphone and speaking to another person, where I just love it, I thrive on it, and I could just go off and off and off. I don't need any script, I don't need anything, and it really, really, really empowers me in a way where it makes me feel really, really good. So start reaching out to other podcasts and making sure that you're getting on stages. We call it getting on stages, okay? And make sure that you're getting on there as many podcasts as you can to really spread the word that really establishes yourself as an industry leader big time. Let's talk about looks real quick. Making sure that you have the same look every single time. Try to have a consistent logo. Try to use a consistent word like advocate. Try to have a consistent background. I've done okay with that. We're going to actually be converting and making it even better soon. But making sure that your background is pretty much the same. You're talking about the same topic and everything sort of blends, right? You want to also have maybe a shirt that you're wearing all the time, but making sure that that branding is on point for yourself. At the end of the day, what you're doing here is you're establishing yourself as an industry leader in your niche, okay? Brand yourself. That personal brand is the most important brand that you will ever create in your entire career, so make sure that you do that. Now, to close, all I wanted to say is making sure that you do those 4 things, okay? Let's recap real quick. What you need to do is, first and foremost, is you need to be consistent. Find yourself an avenue and be consistent every single week, every single day, every other day, whatever it is, on coming out with that content, okay? Make sure that you come out with something like this, a course, a book, a handbook, or something like that that could really establish yourself as an authority leader, okay? Make sure that you are reaching out to other people as well, other stages, other podcasts, and other guests, so you can really spread it. And then make sure that your brand is on point, that your colors are on point, and everything looks the same every single time. If you're doing these 4 things, guys, you will be able to take your authority to a whole other level. What's most important, though, out of anything else is consistency and persistence. So I challenge you guys for homework to make sure that you start today. Start posting and start posting consistently. And go ahead on YouTube. I can't be the only YouTuber out here. Go on YouTube and start doing it. If you want to just do it once a week or even once a month or every 2 weeks, just be consistent and post yourself a long form video. It's really not that hard. You go to the top right of the app and all you have to do is press the plus button. And that's what we got, guys. If you want more tricks and tips on how you're going to be able to expand your brand, expand your niche, your marketing, and everything else, please hit subscribe below. There's going to be some amazing content. There's going to be some amazing guests that I'm very, very excited about. It's going to take all of our games to a whole other level. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Peace out. Well, I hope you learned a lot of that show. There is so much in store for you in this channel. If you just fall into that rabbit hole, we've been doing this for 4 years. Click on one of these links here in front of you and see how much more you can learn on the Commercial Claim Show.